Brian Cashman has revealed the truth on the Yankees calling up Jasson Dominguez, and also Alex Verdugo has spoken out on his struggles and the Yankees' decision to bring up Dominguez, and we're going to break it all down. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into the video as we always do because, well, Brian Cashman recently was bringing up the whole thing with bringing up Jasson Dominguez, why it took so long, the purpose now that Dominguez is a Yankee. And although I've been very anti-Cashman's decision to hold Jasson Dominguez out and not let the man play, despite the fact that he is one of the great talents, or at least great up-and-coming talents that baseball has seen in the last 15 to 20 years, I guess now there's a reason why he waited in some sense of the word, outside of obviously the injuries. So let's take a jump in and see exactly what Cashman said, because it actually does make some sense. When you take a look here, Brian Cashman does mention that if Jasson Dominguez came up, he's going to play. So, as Brian Hodge mentioned, you expect to see the Martian in the lineup regularly as long as he's in the MLB, and Cashman said they would not consider bringing him up and playing him sporadically. The one thing I like about this is that Brian Cashman has been very open to the fact that he does not want Jasson Dominguez to pop up and sit on the bench. If Dominguez is going to be on a baseball team affiliated with the Yankees, he's going to be getting at-bats, which is the absolute way to go with that, because Jasson Dominguez just should be getting bats in the majors with the Yankees, and now he is. Dominguez actually got his first hit of the 2024 MLB season. He'll be the 2025 Rookie of the Year. I'm calling it now. But all we know is that Jasson Dominguez, he belongs in the MLB. We all know how we feel about that, and Jasson Dominguez, too, believes that. Dominguez talked in the Players Tribune and said, that deal I signed when I was 16, that was a long time ago. That home run I hit in Houston, same thing. I don't want to be the future or the past. I want to be the right now, which outside of just being an absolutely awesome quote, is very true. I mean, the Yankees, it ties into what the Yankees want. The Yankees didn't call Dominguez up so he could be good in 2 years. The Yankees didn't call Dominguez up because he hit a home run in his first game against the Houston Astros last season. None of that happened. The reason all this went down is because Jasson Dominguez is a good baseball player, and the Yankees need more good baseball players on their team if they actually want to make a run at the World Series. Their pitching looked good against the Chicago Cubs, which was nice to see, because the pitching has been the big concern. Garrett Cole seemingly is getting it back together. I don't think he's washed. I think most people know Garrett Cole's not washed. He's had an injury-ruined season, and though it does suck that that's the case that it happened, at the end of the day, Garrett Cole is going to still be him. You know he's going to perform. It just comes down to the rest of the Yankees pitchers and the fact that all of them have been inconsistent at times. Clark Schmidt is back, so that'll be good. But when you really look at this team, you do get worried about how the playoffs are going to shake out. I mean, the Yankees should be better than what they are. They have not been good in the second half of the season. It's very worrisome. They're going to have to get hot if they want to win the World Series, because especially they're viewed as a World Series team, and Juan Soto wants to play for a World Series level team. And if he does not think the Yankees are, he might leave them and go running for the hills to whoever offers him the most money, which right now is very terrifyingly probably the New York Mets. Now, all that in mind, this is about Jasson Dominguez. This is about bringing him up. This is also about Alex Verdugo and just kind of speaking out on the struggles that he's had amid Jasson Dominguez getting brought up. So let's take a look into that also right now. Now, as Verdugo mentioned, he's going to come up here, he's going to play, he's going to help this team win. And whatever that means, if I lose a little bit of playing time, I lose a little bit of playing time. At the end of the day, I want to win, and the only thing that matters is getting to the playoffs and winning there. Alex Verdugo, despite the fact that he has not played very well and that it looks like his job is about to get taken and that the most likely scenario is that he's going to leave in free agency, he has been ride or die for the Yankees. He's been a team player. He seemingly really does want to win. He has a lot of heart. And, I mean, you love to see that. He's definitely played better since switching to batting gloves he wasn't allergic to, which is still the weirdest story of the year. And it's been a weird season for the Yankees. It's been a weird decade for the Yankees, honestly. It's been a strange last 10 years. Raul Ibanez hitting home runs while no one else could hit a baseball in the playoffs. It's been a strange time to be a Yankees fan these last 10 years. These are confusing times, as the Hulk said. But look, the Yankees are in a good spot right now. They have a very, very solid lineup. I'm not that worried about their offense anymore. And Verdugo losing a spot in the rotation, or not in the rotation, in the lineup, I mean, are the numbers good? No, but they're not so bad that he can't be in an MLB lineup. He's a fine back end of the lineup player. Is he great? No, but he has been getting better as the season has gone on. I mean, his OPS plus has been rising very quickly and recently. So Verdugo's getting it together. He can easily hang at the back of a lineup. That's not what worries me. What worries me is the pitching. But right now, let's just break down the offense. I talk about the Yankees pitching all the time and think about how it's trash because, well, their pitching's trash. But there's not much to do about that. As I mentioned, Dominguez got his first hit. So it's a good sign with Jasson. It also just shows that when the Yankees can get a team together, I mean, it's a pretty stacked up 1 through 9. Like, having Gallagher, who's been good as a one-hole hitter, all of a sudden he takes pitches now. He can hit the ball again. Second half of the season, Gallagher is back, as he tends to do. Juan Soto is Soto. Aaron Judge is the best player in the MLB. Austin Wells has been an awesome 4-hole hitter. And then having Stanton, Chisholm, Dominguez, Rizzo, and Volpe as the 5 through 9 is a very good 5 through 9. The Yankees are an offensively based team at this point, which should be the case. That is what you want to see from the Yankees and from most teams in this era of baseball. You do want to see your team be better on offense than on defense, because why? Offense is fun, and all sports are entertainment, and that's why offense in all sports has been going up and why people tend to win when you have a decent offense. I mean, we're looking at this Yankee team right now. Their defense is still worrisome, but it has gotten better to a point where I think we're once confident again as Yankee fans that they could win the World Series, which is just nice to see. I think a lot of that also comes with having Jasson Dominguez. You now get a guy who could play center field. He's playing center field tonight, Tuesday, September 10th, when this video is coming out. Tonight, Dominguez will play center field. Judge is DHing, which is nice just to give Judge a little bit of a rest. But it will be nice to see if Dominguez is going to spend most of his future as a center fielder. I'd imagine that this year that is not the case. But I don't think Aaron Judge is long for center field. I don't think he'll be a center fielder next year. I think they'll move him back to either right field or move him to left field, kind of just depending on what goes down with the Soto stuff. It would make more sense to have Soto at left field, but that siren going off is the emergency of the fact that Juan Soto could absolutely leave the Yankees, and that would just suck for everyone who's a Yankee fan. And I guess other people would be happy because everyone hates the Yankees, but, well, hopefully Soto resigns after the Yankees win a World Series, which is possible. It's just hard to imagine at this point, but it's not impossible. Like, I'm curious to see how the rest of the season rounds out. The Yankees have a few important games coming up. Obviously, that Red Sox series starts on Friday. That'll be telling to see. The Red Sox were obviously better than one would expect this year, and they are just a tough team for the Yankees to beat. It seems like the Yankees usually struggle with them a bit, just considering how deep the rivalry runs and all that. So I'm excited to see that. Guys, let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.